How could you live in such luxury on my son's fortune? You just his wife, get out. My mother-in-law's voice was harsh. You're a nuisance. I can't even stand looking at you, she added. I was taken aback by her sudden outburst, especially in the middle of an argument with my husband. What's going on, Mother? Why are you saying this? I asked, confused and shocked. Do you think I'm oblivious? She snapped. Nathan told me everything. I know you're after his wealth, and you've been racking up debts behind his back. He doesn't need a wife who just wastes his money. Leave, right now. I stood frozen, stunned. I had endured her constant criticism to keep my marriage intact, but now, hearing what my husband had apparently told her, I realized I had been betrayed. Suddenly, there was no reason to support either of them. They didn't even understand the meaning of gratitude. I understand, I said flatly. I'll leave. Though I felt a sense of pity for myself, I knew I had to go. My name is Esther. I'm 29 years old, and I work remotely. I've always been frail, and my mother, who raised me alone, has worried about me for as long as I can remember. Now she's 65 and remains a constant source of support. Even if you're not strong, there will come a time when you'll need to earn a living, she told me. I can't always protect you, Esther. You need to learn how to survive. Yes, I understand, Mom. I'll do my best, I've reassured her. After I dropped out of high school due to health issues, I lived with my mother for a long time. I taught myself new skills and eventually started earning a living through remote work. It was flexible and allowed me to go at my own pace. At first, I earned only about $300 a month, but gradually my income grew. People saw me as a recluse after I dropped out of school, but I was confident in the path I had chosen. A few years later, my earnings far exceeded the average for someone my age, and I stopped worrying about other people's opinions. When my work became stable, my mother felt a sense of relief. I'm so happy for you, Esther. Now I can relax, knowing you're doing well, she said with a smile. At the time, my mother worked at a deli and a supermarket, but the physical and mental strain was getting to her. One day, I couldn't hold back any longer. Mom, how much longer do you want to keep working? We can live off my income now. Why not quit and enjoy life a little? I suggested. She was surprised but touched. I never imagined that you, frail as you are, would end up supporting me, she said, with tears in her eyes. Thank you. She followed my advice, quit her job, and started enjoying her newfound freedom. She traveled with friends, spent her days at ease, and occasionally helped me with my work. We had dinner together every evening, and our talks became even more precious. I had lunch with a friend today, she told me one evening. Her daughter just got married, and now she's waiting for her first grandchild. Esther, you've been so focused on work. Do you think you'll ever have time for a relationship? I hope you meet someone special. I smiled, feeling a little awkward. Marriage? I haven't really thought much about it, I admitted. But it's something to aspire to, I guess. I nodded thoughtfully, reflecting on her words. Marriage had never been something I considered deeply. Growing up with health issues and few friends, it had never been a priority. I will make Esther happy, Nathan promised my mother. Please allow me to marry her. My mother smiled warmly. Of course, she said. I can see how much you care for her. Our courtship was brief but felt destined. Afterward, I met Nathan's family, unaware of how it would change my life. He still lived with his mother in a quiet neighborhood. When I arrived, his mother gave me a cold, evaluating look. So, you're the one Nathan wants to marry, she said. I expected someone more glamorous. You're rather plain. Nathan, embarrassed by his mother's words, quickly intervened. Mom, that's rude. This is Esther. Please be polite. It was clear from the start that my relationship with her wouldn't be easy. Her sharp tone and uncomfortable stare left a bad impression. Nathan tried to stand up for me, but it was evident he was walking on eggshells around her. Nice to meet you. I'm Esther, I said, trying to break the tension. I've been dating Nathan with marriage in mind. Oh, I've already heard all about you from Nathan, she interrupted. Your name, age, job, even the fact that you come from a single-parent family. Her words stung, but I tried to stay calm. Then she added, I have no objections to the marriage, but Nathan and I plan to live together. We're thinking of buying a new apartment once you're married. All three of us will live there. If you can't accept that, maybe marriage isn't for you. I was taken aback. Nathan and his mother had already planned this, and I hadn't known about it. They handed me a brochure for a luxurious condo. "This is a beautiful place," Nathan said, smiling. "The three of us will live here. Didn't I mention it? I can't live without my mom. I worry about her, so if you marry me, you'll have to live with her. Do you understand?" I felt uneasy, but my mind was racing. Afterward, Nathan continued to be kind to me, and I began to believe his sincerity. Looking back, I should have asked for more time to think. But when I returned home, my mother was so excited about the engagement that I didn't want to disappoint her. And so Nathan's marriage plan began. The condo was near my mother's house, offering some comfort if things went wrong. I could visit my mother quickly, and she could come to my apartment, but soon I realized I couldn't live the life I wanted. As soon as we moved in together, my mother-in-law declared, "Esther, you understand, right? From now on, you'll be taking care of my daily needs, cleaning, laundry, and of course, preparing meals perfectly. I'm counting on you." I expected to handle household chores, but her behavior became strange. She monitored my every move. I wasn't allowed to contact my mother, and she wasn't allowed to visit our home. What shocked me most was that I had to bear all the household expenses. "You realize who you have to thank for living in this luxurious apartment, don't you?" she said one day. "Never forget your gratitude to us." I was stunned. My mother-in-law seemed to think I was living off her son's wealth, but I was the one supporting the household financially, not Nathan. "You might be satisfied with the small amount of money you earn on your computer, but for us, that's worthless," she continued. "What good is that petty cash?" Her words left me speechless. I wanted to show her the household accounts, but I decided to talk to Nathan first. "Why doesn't your mother know that I'm supporting the household?" I asked him. "She criticizes me every day, saying I'm living off her, and she underestimates my earnings. What's going on?" Nathan just laughed. "Are you bothered by that? It doesn't matter what mom thinks. Actually, the credit for getting this condo is partly mine, so it's natural for her to think that way." I was speechless. Since our marriage, Nathan hadn't contributed financially at all. I paid for all the furniture and appliances, yet he brushed off my concerns and didn't offer help. One day he came home grinning. "I bought a luxury car suitable for this condo. It's on loan, but it's better than a compact car, right?" His materialism startled me. He'd started buying tailor-made suits, luxury shoes, expensive watches, and now a new car, without consulting me. "Don't you think this is a bit much?" I said, trying to stay calm. "Are you sure about the payments? I can't take on any more expenses." "Shut up," Nathan snapped. "Who do you think you are? Remember who you have to thank for getting married. If I hadn't approached you, you'd still be at your mom's house doing remote work." I couldn't believe he said that. Stop joking. Who should be grateful here? Buying high-cost items without consultation is insane. "What?" he shouted. "Don't talk back to me." The situation almost turned physical when my mother-in-law barged in. "What's this, Esther? Such a haughty attitude," she scolded. "You've been spending lavishly using my son's money. Get out, you're a nuisance." I was stunned. "What are you talking about?" I protested. "You think I don't know? I've heard everything from Nathan. I know about you squandering his money and getting into debt. We don't need an economic parasite. Just leave," she yelled. In that moment I realized that I wasn't living lavishly, nor was I in debt. They were the ones wasting money. Nathan laughed, siding with his mother. "What will you do, huh? Apologize or leave? If you leave, I won't stop you, but it means divorce. Got it?" I looked at him, feeling completely drained. "I'll leave. I don't need the furniture or appliances I paid for." "I'll leave them here," I responded. I wanted to throw their words back in their faces. After all, they were living in a 4-room condo thanks to me. As I filled out the online divorce papers, my mother-in-law watched me with a delighted grin. She sneered, "You won't need to worry about this condo. We'll be fine." I ignored her and focused on the task. Nathan handed me the papers. "Just sign. No alimony, no property division. You can go." "I was worried you might try to claim this place, but I was wrong," he said. I looked him in the eye. "I have no interest in this apartment. It never meant anything to me." As I quietly packed my belongings, I emptied all our joint accounts. Some might criticize me for it, but every penny was earned by my hard work over the years. When I arrived at my mother's house, she greeted me with concern. I've been trying to call you, but you weren't answering. I even went to your condo, but they wouldn't let me in. Are you okay? What do you mean? I asked. She frowned. I called several times, but it wouldn't go through. Surprised, I checked my phone and discovered her number had been blocked. I can't believe this. They actually blocked your number, I exclaimed, then explained everything that had happened. My mother, usually calm, clenched her fists in anger. That's terrible. But without you, they won't last long in that high-rise condo. Just leave them to their mess. The next day, I submitted the divorce papers. The marriage ended quickly, just as it had begun. Returning to my mother's house gave me peace of mind, and soon I focused on my work again, earning a stable income. Then, as I expected, a call came in from Nathan. Esther, it's me. I need your help. I'm busy, I replied, uninterested. We're behind on the mortgage and utility bills. I had to sell the car and pawn my watch, but it's still not enough. I could hear the desperation in his voice, but I wasn't moved. That's unfortunate. If we were still married, I might have felt obligated to help, but we're not. I'm not generous enough to lend money to a stranger. Sorry, I said. Please, he begged. You're the only one I can turn to. Isn't your mother there? Ask her for help, I said, growing frustrated. His mother grabbed the phone. Esther, you're being heartless. We're in trouble. Can't you help? You gain nothing by holding a grudge. I couldn't take it anymore. That was my money. You have no right to ask for anything from me after kicking me out. If you keep this up, I'll send you a bill for all the living expenses I covered. There was silence, then Nathan's mother stammered, Wait, don't do that. We're just in financial trouble. Please don't make this harder on us. I sighed. Fine, but if you contact me again, I'll follow through. Understood. We're sorry, she muttered before hanging up. I blocked their numbers and felt relieved knowing I wouldn't have to deal with them again. A few weeks later, my mother saw them packing and leaving the condo. They looked miserable, she said, not at all like the people they used to be. I wasn't surprised. Without my income, they couldn't afford the condo's mortgage or utilities. It was their just desserts. As for me, I'm starting a new chapter, living peacefully with my mother. I'm even planning to buy a new home for us, a luxury barrier-free home we can both enjoy. It's the least I can do for her. Esther, you've always been good at your job. Keep it up. I'll always be here to support you, my mother said, her words warming my heart. Encouraged by her love, I'm determined to work hard for her from now on. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Stay stunned.